All right, we're back. Sorry about that little delay there, a little hot hiccup out and hiccup back. I have even updated my stream to include that little tidbit of people who are starting up for first try, going on here to try that free fly. If you set up your account, if you hit that link down in the description, it'll help out the stream and get you a little bit of a freebie too while you're doing it, so that you can, if you decide to become a more permanent member of the game, then you can expand with it and have that for the rest of your account. See what we got today. They've given us the Scorpius for free. I'll take that. Thank you. Confirm. Got it. Mantis. Confirm. Yeah, let's go. Got it. Lynx. Sure, I already got one, but give me another one. I'll take it. Taurus. Ooh, look at all of them. Phoenix. Oh, this is gonna be beautiful. We can actually do a ship walkthrough. I will be doing an individual walkthrough of each and every ship from this point forward, including a personal walkthrough and a presentation of an interest. I will be having access to at least one. When I do, that will be also included on my channel of a nice full walkthrough, as well as some possible uses for the said interest. It is a insanely expensive ship. My personal, and part of it's because it carries the name Andromeda, something that's dear to my heart, being a fan of the Andromeda Ascendants TV series. I know, it dates me. I'm sorry, I can't help it. And the guy who plays the guy who plays Hercules, man, I know there's a lot of people that have issues with him, but he's a good dude all around. It's just, he has his views, and you know what? Everybody's allowed to have their personal views. Even people who hate it. Alright. Got Origin 325. Probably not the greatest ship, but hey, it's free, so I'll grab it. We'll be doing a see if it'll fit too. I want to see if I can get one of my friends with on a part of an org that has a lot, and I do mean a lot, of access to Idrises. I will talk with one to see if I can't find one willing to allow me to use their Idris to do some videos. What will fit and what won't fit type deal. Let's see here. I don't think I heard this one yet. Let's grab this one. So we got the 125 Argo SUV. Got it. Actually, you know what? Just do this. Make it easier. Argo next. MPV. I already got one of these, but I'm going to grab another one just because it's free. Can't get enough of that freebies. Cargo. And tractor. Actually, I got the tractor one. I'm surprised the raft is not in among this. That actually surprises me greatly. Also, arguably one of the best vehicles you can get your hands on. So Argo, I got all of them there. I got all of Origin and all of our RSI. Now clearly they're not giving you access to everything that they've got, but hey, free stuff to play with is free stuff to play with. I'm so looking forward to Drake Week or Drake Day. Yeah. Oh, and that and Consolidated Outland. I'm sorry, I gotta admit, I put down for that Pioneer. I like me base building and I like me being an industrial. So no haters here. Come on. So we got huge convention floor. Love it, love it. Got some videos going on behind some of these displays here. Nice, nice. Something I never noticed before. A little high, to be honest with you. Those screens should be a little bit lower, especially with these displays that are here. But can't have everything. I have one of these I'll show later. It's got access to one because it's subscriber. I should. I have to check later. This is one of the new ships. It's supposed to be a little missile guardian here. Never been a much fan of these particular. I mean, if you like the look of a TIE fighter, then I guess this would be the ship for you. Kind of has that vibe. Not perfectly, but it kind of got that vibe. A little Star Warsy vibe. Now this is definitely a different type of videos that I'm usually doing. I don't normally do walkthroughs like this or demonstrations like this. I do other stuff. But trying something new. Trying something new. All for you guys. And I know. Gotta get myself known somehow, right? Gotta do something different. Now, this right here, just so that everybody's aware, this is not a primarily space-based functioning fighter. The purpose of this ship is threefold. You enter a zone. As you're approaching your zone, your drop zone, you open your hangar. You deploy your snub fighter to help give cover from any air defenses. You've got your ground troops hanging out in the drop section, and then in the back, you're supposed to have at least one or two combat vehicles ready to do a roll down, drop off defense support. So this is supposed to be a ground assault vehicle. That once it's dumped its crew off, it's got support for the crew, for the ground troops. Once you drop your troops, this is supposed to go back airborne and provide aerial support from above. Oh, we are getting this entire period now free script every time somebody completes this wonderful mission here. So for each one that's completed, it's 30 script. For every 50 script, you get a Wicklow favor. For every 20 Wicklow favor, you get one free ship. And for every you get 60 Wicklow favor and a crap ton of other stuff, you can get yourself a Kappa. You'll see that coming up every now and then on a regular basis. Here you go. You got your two side drop side for your strike team. Next here, you got your turret operators to man those huge turret guns down there. They get turned around and pulled into those side turret guns and pushed out. So you can provide basically this acts once you've done dropped your team. This acts as an AC-130 in the air. You're supposed to have a 10 member in each of these things, and you get call support, air support to provide fire suppression from the sky upon the enemy forces, so that your ground forces can do what they need to do and take out their targets without having to be under quite so much aggressive fire. That is the purpose of this ship. Let's see here. This goes up to upper deck. Let's go to it. It's in the upper deck here. I believe this goes up to the hangar deck.
With that kind of success, it's no wonder the Navy expanded their roster of Aegis ships in their fleet.
see. Okay, this right here going around. A lot of people hate this. They absolutely hate this. This is arguably a lot of wasted space. You don't need 2 groups arounds to get in and out, to get your out to your hangar. You should only have 1. And you got your little snub hangar here. You fit yourself a little Fury in here, maybe 2 Furies in here. You deploy them for anti-fighter support. You can keep fighters off you while you're providing your AC-130 protection. I know, I will keep referencing that name. I know this is not an AC-130, but it acts like its role is similar to that of the AC-130. If anybody's familiar with that. God, I love that view. Those are beautiful engines. That's your component, your engineering facility here in the back. I will say I do like. I like the idea. I like the idea. I'd like to see more hangars like this and more ships. We're going to go back down here. Let's see. You got. This is basically everything from that door forward is meant for your crew support. So you got your crew bathroom, crew bunks, another crew bathroom. Going forward from that, you've got your main elevator going up through the ship. You got your stairs or your ladder in case system failure. Escape pods, and then forward of that. On almost every ship, you've got your command deck. Also your bridge. Pilot, co-pilot, remote turret operator, and other remote turret operator. With their little closable, openable flash doors here. You open it up and see outside or close it. Be protected, arguably. Take this back down. Lower deck. This is about the speed that all main elevators should be right here. Nice, snappy, responsive, good design. This is your I think this is supposed to be I do believe this is supposed to be where you access from, like, documents and stuff. Here's your armory for your suits. And back in from the ship. I'm going to go back out to the bottom here. It's ship. There you go. We decided to exit to get out of the ship. So no, I mean, it's a nice ship. It's an interesting concept. It is not a carrot killer, as people say. This thing's role is an AC-130. The Carrick's role is a forward reconnaissance ship. They are very different. Very, 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 very different. This thing's primary role in life is a ground support and combat vehicle. And then around the corner here, around to another new ship. This is the other ground support ship designed to drop off the largest of the large ground support vehicles, the
what they have to look forward to.
Sentinel, the ballistas, the Nova tanks, all that. That's what this thing drops off. It's meant to drop one off per unit. You have basically the 1 or 2 man crew flying it in, one or 2 men in the ballista vehicle, the ground vehicle. They bring it down. They do a quick hot touchdown. The crew on the vehicle does a reverse burnout, gets out of the ship onto the ground, and the ship takes off immediately. This one does not stick around. This just drops off the heavy support team. I mean, it can drop some people, but it doesn't have. They did not see fit to put more than like 2 drop seats in this thing. So there isn't more than just the 2 drop seats. It's not designed for more than that. Its primary role, unlike the Valkyrie, which is your troop transport, this is your vehicle transport into a hot zone. Provided by, say, I'm going to completely butcher that. That should verify I'm not being an idiot. Anvil, yeah, sorry, I thought so. Yeah, this is brought to you by Anvil. I said, not a bad little ship, just, again, highly specialized. Very, 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 very specialized. This role is super, super niche and meant for one thing only. We got a fighter hall here. See if they changed the fighters at all. Because I came through here, it was set for the previous guy stuff, so I think they're set up to new people this time. I could be wrong. There's Anvil. No, it looks like the same stuff. You can come in here and buy weapons too, by the way. Most stuff in here is purchasable on site.
Invictus Launch Week is a great opportunity to see your taxes at work. As members of the Empire, it's your right to inspect the latest acquisition.
Grab a couple of these. Mess around with some ballistics later. Another ammo ship here. I wish they would have actually updated some of these displays for each week, though. For each day, each wave of the event. My bad, sorry. Because this event is being operated in waves.
Have a look to see how each of these ships will help defend the Empire.
Wish there's a bit more detail on what some of these things actually did. What like what class they are.
The latest line of defenders from
Stealth,
Aegis Dynamics have already been battle tested throughout the Empire
I wish that
and
stuff
beyond.
was better listed.
With that kind of
It's not.
success,
It makes me
it's no
sad.
wonder that the Navy expanded their roster of Aegis ships in their fleet.
No idea what they are. Bought them anyways. Did you get any more diesel stock? No. Oh, yay! They got some more. This was sold out last time.
The UEE Navy small
So they got some
weather
more stuff in
operators
recently.
trained for a variety of operations.
That's nice of them.
But for their combat search and rescue training, they are some of the few non-marine military personnel who are invited to train with the Marines on the hostile environments of Corinth.
This is the Scorpion. Can I buy this? No, they did not unleash it yet. This is a mod. If you look on top of the ship up there right now, you can see up there on top, it's got 4 size 2 or size 3 guns in that turret up there, which is nice. But they have this mod that turns it into a missile turret rather than a gun turret. It's just a turn from missile boat to a gunboat. Or gunboat to missile boat. Sorry, backwards. Yeah, you can't even use this to tell me what this stuff is. That's sad. Come on now, CGI. I won't be throwing things around. I just want to read what it is. Size 2. Size 2. So it gives you a size 2 turret launcher rather than the probably size 2 quad damage repeaters. This is a cute little ship. Cute little ship. Brought to you by a lot of different stuff here. The ship in the middle, the Mariah here, that is the original of the two, and the new one is the modified version. So that ship we saw out the front is a new version of this. And arguably, it does look better than this one. This is the gunboat one, supposedly. The other one's the missile variant.
Although Invictus is a celebration of the men and women who are about to ship off to begin their training, Launch Week not only provides an opportunity to
another completed
it
winning.
also gives our active service members much needed recreational.
Wait, am I still getting rewards for that stuff? They might have removed that. It's still listed. I wonder if they quietly changed the way that operates without saying anything.
The latest line of defenders from Aegis Dynamics have already been battle tested throughout the Empire and beyond. With that kind of success, it's no wonder that the Navy expanded their roster of Aegis ships in their fleet.
The other thing that's annoying, there's supposed to be script hidden, little script bars, all throughout these halls, supposedly hidden. But if you walk around the hall and you check these different areas where the script should hide, like just random places, there is none.
More so than any other manufacturer. Reps and engineers are a common fixture at the Academy and Naval bases.
Which is really annoying. It's like, why? You gonna get to see my character without his helmet on? Or her helmet on? So I want some watermelon. Let's have some watermelon. God, that's some bad looking watermelon. It's thin. How thin that was. Try even more. Look at how bad that looks. I mean, come on now. I mean, it's a wedge, so it's good, but still, I mean, it's so thin. It's so weird looking. And we continue on. I'm definitely kind of depressed at some of the stuff they got going on here. But it is what it is. We'll see how it goes. Part of me was really angry that they didn't make the interest available to everybody. But at the same point, I'm actually kind of glad they didn't. It gives them an opportunity to get the bugs figured out on it, so that when everybody else that gets supposed to get a chance to play with it gets it, hopefully a bunch of them bugs that are darn near game breaking will be resolved before we get our subscriber figures on them on that beast. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. Don't get me wrong. Don't get twisted. Here's that tractor, by the way. We'll be showing it more later, but I got one in myself. I bought it in game. Kind of useful. Kind of useful. Ain't gonna lie. We got this RSI. Mantis. Yes, Mantis. Cute little ship. Some people like it. Not a big fan, but to each their own. And then what I would arguably say is one of the more advantageous ships in the game from RSI. No, sorry, my bad, Anvil. One of the more advantageous ships from Anvil that they put out. Well, again, super specialized because it doesn't do anything but the one thing. But it does do it well. And that's the medic terrapin. I mean, literally, all it does is fly around and provide medic service. That is it. It's a giant turtle tank of a ship with little to no guns, and its entire focus is completely on medic support. That's it. That's all she does. She's a medic ship, through and through. But this is designed, from my understanding, the armor on this, the hull on this, the hit points, the resistances. She's designed to go into a hot zone, like really hot zone. Put down, land, and give really, really, really urgently needed medical support to anybody on the ground. Of course, her role is going to be a little bit usurped by the upcoming medical support team, which will send drones in to recover the people in the hot zone. But I mean, it is what it is. At least now you can get the Apollo. That's right, the Apollo is going to be doing that. But I will say this: you can't get the Apollo in game with AUE, but you can get that. That is one factor that it has over the Apollo. So for people who don't have a bazillion dollars and wants a good medic ship that you can use to go in to do ground missions, bunker missions, stuff like that, that's a good ship for it right there. Same with this. This is the baby brother to that bigger brother. Provided you by Anvil. Percy's medic. Absolutely wonderful little snubby ship. And yes, it is a snub. It's got 2 areas of cargo up here for putting your patient storage stuff. Crew storage, patient storage. Little support seat for whoever wants to ride with you. Your medic team while you're the pilot. You have a 2-man crew on this. So, good ship. I have one myself. Not one in game. Good ship. Very good ship. Where are those scripts, man? It's just not here. Keep looking. It's just not here. CIJ, where's the script? Seriously, where's the script? Actually, I'm going to set that to track. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe they just kind of say, you know what, we're not going to bother with the script floating around anymore. We're just going to give everybody a script that signs up for the mission. And that's just how we're going to hand out the script. Either way, I'm fine with it. It's not like it's going to overbalance anything because it still takes forever to get the stuff. You got to be on a hot server that's running those things on a pretty regular basis. that's always a dice roll there.
Although Invictus is a
Look at all these
celebration of the
weapons,
men and women
weapon
who are about to
displays,
ship off to begin their training.
Panther repeaters,
Launch Week not only
very good
provides an
guns,
opportunity
very
to
good
celebrate
guns.
our recent graduates,
Got this
it also
nice
gives
little,
our
what
active
is
service
this?
members much needed
The Polaris is down.
Yay,
Hell of a
they got
job,
it.
y'all.
Let's see, did he give us it? Did he give us it? Did he give us it? Come on. Completed. There it is. 30 rewards. That rewards, by the way, is script.
Invictus has been a time
It's mercenary
for
script.
and family to come together
And,
celebrate
yeah, it's 30.
duty,
It's free.
service, and
Easy,
civic
easy,
pride.
easy, easy, easy. Easy. Love it. Absolutely love it. This is the cannon that you will find. This is the standard cannon in quad on top of the Polaris. Now, while it's a good cannon, don't get me wrong. It's a hard-hitting, great for tearing medium to large ships.
More so
Really
than
good for
any other manufacturer. Their reps and engineers
When it comes
are
to
a
fighters,
fixture at the
its
academy
fire
of
rate
Invictus.
sucks.
Try and get first-hand accounts of what works
I have
and what doesn't
come to
in their ships.
get to a point where you're like, you know what? I know that sucks for taking out that. So I'm going to go ahead and buy me 4 of these. Or a couple of these right now. I take out 2 of the cannons from the quad. Replace 2 of them with a fast fire repeater. It gives you a staggered fire rate and various impacts on the target. Works a lot better to take out shields. Works a lot better to work on those fast flyers, and its recharge rate on the repeater is way faster than the recharge rate on the cannons there. Another Polaris mentions up. Contract, offer, priority, hunt the Polaris. Let's go. Give me more of that scripty,
Thanks for
baby.
the assist. Hopefully you're up to speed with the mission specifics, but
What's
just
this?
in case you skimmed. Frontier fighters stole a fully armed Polaris while in transit to the Invictus ceremony. Not sure what they got planned for it, whether it's some future off or just to terrorize Stanton. Bottom line, we can't let them get away with that ship. Navy's cleared us to take it out, so that's what we're gonna do. This thing's heavy, armed, and dangerous. So I'd recommend bringing friends, breaking out the big ships, or both. Let's go hunting.
So what is this? This is Durango. I think I have a couple of those already. Look at the size of this gun. Woo.
Though not
Let's
nearly
go.
the numbers that our UEE Army brethren order.
We're back into the front of the Asgard. I said, I mean, it's a mean-looking ship. Don't get me wrong. I'm just not a big, giant fan of hyper-specialized ships. It's one of the reasons why I like the Pioneer. I was like, yeah, I'm going for that. She does a lot of things in one package. You've got your extraction, refining, your processing, your crafting, your building. Makes vehicles, makes ships, makes bases, makes space stations. Makes it all. It does it all.
It's your right to inspect the latest acquisitions.
And it's a monster of a ship. Absolute beast. I wonder if they've added the ability to buy these things yet. Nope. They have not added that. I'm sad. I am so
Invictus
sad.
is a celebration of the men and women who are about to ship off to begin their training. Launch Week not only provides an opportunity to celebrate our recent graduates, but also gives our active service members much needed recreational leave. Be sure to thank Scarlet today.
Let's go.
For centuries,
Gotta see the goodies. Can't get enough of them goodies. Ground combat. Okay, remember we were talking about that ground support? That's what this little area is for. Though I wish they would put more in here to kind of include more you have this much room, they really, really, really should have filled this area with all the goodies. Start over here on the left. Make our way around. First things first. The ground version of that, those medic support is right here. Medic Ursha. Glorious ship to go doing any sort of ground actions, getting around, and supported with a nice turret up top. All operatable by the guy driving it, so you can drive around, shoot your enemies, so they have to worry about it. Get to kill the hot zone, clear it all bad people, grab the person you're rescuing, throw them on the bed, let them heal up, cover them, get them back on their way. Great ship, love it. Or vehicle, love it. Don't yet own any of these. I intend to very, very soon once I have the resources for it. Got the Anvil Spartans. These are all Spartans. No, Spartan, Ballista, and what is this one? Centurion. These are all the ground support vehicles that would be usable in that beast of a new ship they made. This first one, straight up front. This is, you drop this ship down. It provides cover fire with its turrets, or turret. Sorry, my bad. Singular, one turret. Provides one turret out for your defense for it. Run by, I think, the pilot. I think the pilot runs that. And then you got your squad. This is a squad deployment vehicle right here. That's all it is. Squad ship. Get on site, drop the ramp, drop the 2 side ramps, go, go, go. Everybody unloads real fast, gets on target, lays down fire, boom, 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 boom. Do your shit, close it. Driver hits the button, closes the ramps, closes the slide, buttons it up, provides fire support. Now, this and the other one are back-end support location delivery. This one is definitely back-end. Other one, maybe. This is definitely back-end. This is meant for, you drop this at the landing zone. I believe it's supposed to deploy these support things here. Anchor itself down. Once it's anchored itself down, that turret there provides missile support against incoming fighters and stuff to keep them off of, keep basically that TAC from coming around and messing with your counterforce. This is the answer to the TAC. Fire back at it with this thing and the sister here. This one. These both are anti-fighter, anti-bomber, basically it's a support ship. That tire does not look healthy. CIG, you're showing your problem, my friend. Come on now. That don't look good. I mean, that don't look right at all. Look at those tires. Come on now. You want people to buy your stuff. Come on now. Seriously, otherwise it's wonderfully done. You can't do tires. Oh, bad. This is the same, not as bad, but it's still bad. That's real bad. This is just marginally bad. At least it doesn't, I mean, because the way the hubcaps are kind of looks like it might be intended, but come on, man. This is obvious. That is just obvious for all.
The latest line of defenders from Aegis Dynamics.
These look good. These look good. I won't lie. These look right. So these two here need work. This, it's okay. I want to buy one of these for me in game, and eventually would like to get some of these just to mess around with them. Whee!
No idea how
But
that
yeah,
works, but it's
I do
pretty
intend to do
sensible.
that. I did buy myself
Aegis Dynamics is committed
one of
to
the,
improving the pilot experience, more so than any other manufacturer. Their reps and
I
engineers
did get
are a
myself
common
fire
feature
today.
in
One of these nice big beefy boys. Several Dovatang. Big gun on top. I mean, it is a big gun. It's so big that if you fire that thing off and you're like has a wall right in front of you, the blast from that gun will mess this tank up. It will destroy the shields and destroy the tank. That one gun. It can't kill itself. That's funny. But yes, this ship is designed to carry those, and those are the ones over there.
Are invited to trade with the Marines on the hostile environments of Korea.
And then, of course, for the smaller ships that can't carry the big boys, you got some small stuff like this right here. The temporal little mini tanks. They have a gun
Invictus
version
Launch
and
Week is a
a
great
gun
opportunity to see your tax
blaster version and
as members of the
a
Empire.
missile
It's your right
variant
to
of
inspect
the
the
same
latest
one.
acquisitions of the UEE Navy.
Which I think, by the way, just so you're aware, I believe, I'm not 100% on this, don't quote me, I think that the Storm might be able to fit on the TAC. This will not. But the Storm, that might fit on the TAC. This should fit on the TAC. This definitely should fit on the TAC. This is a little combat buggy meant to provide ground fire support for your troops. Big problem with this thing is basically it's a buggy. Your people are like literally can be sniped if they have their head pushed in. Not a good setup, but it is what it is. Some of the vehicles are good, they make sense. Some of them, not so much.
Although Invictus
I think
is a
the main
celebration
purpose of
the
that
men
is
and
kind
women
of
who are about to ship
it's
off
all
to
about
begin
more
their
about
training. Launch Week not only provides an
providing
opportunity to
quick-
celebrate our recent graduates,
quick
but
in,
also
fire,
gives our
quick out.
active service members
Not sit
much
there
needed
taking hits.
recreational leave. Be sure to thank a starman today.
It's the figure. Again, like I said, I got some of the stuff here.
While fighters like the Hornet and Gladius have become synonymous with the UEE much needed recreational leaves, be sure to thank a starman.
We got here. We got that one there. 4. This is 3. All 3 here.
They have to look forward to in naval service.
It is mildly annoying to have it be so sprawling. You'd like to see more of it used, more stuff squeezed in here. It's a nice ship. It's okay ship. Alright ship. Not a fan of these ones. I haven't even bothered to buy them in game yet. Redeemer. She's okay. It's not my kind of, not my cup of tea. Get your hammerhead. The only thing I like about the hammerhead is the docking.
Synonymous with the UEE Navy.
When it comes to docking and having to go to stations, this is absolutely a breeze to dock. Now, CIG, if you watch this or hear anything from this, for the love of God, please put floodlights on the docking port that turn on when you go to dock. That you should have floodlights that when you that will light up that immediate zone right there, and then when you get the docking collar lined up, it should light up the corresponding part or area and tell you, okay, you're right there, and allow you to get just perfectly set up. It's one of the biggest pet peeves I have with the Polaris and by extension the Invis. It's just not okay. It should not be that difficult to freaking dock. A simple floodlight is all it needs. Give me my floodlight, please. Thank you. More stuff to buy around the outside here. Still no freebies anywhere out here.
Crusader ships have been loyal members of the Navy fleet for years and will continue for years to come.
It's arguable, by the way, that cargo bay is not actually supposed to be for cargo. It's arguable that is actually meant as another form of vehicle. Support vehicles.
Though not nearly at the numbers that our UEE Army brethren order, the Navy maintains an active, versatile fleet of ground vehicles as well, whether for logistics, transport, or even exploration operations.
Put a little storm on here. Have this fly in, drop off the storm, take off. Got lots of firepower and lots of armor to protect your drop off.
Invictus Launch Week is a great opportunity to see
The only problem with that is this is a lumbering ship. This is huge. Into and out of ammo. Whew. Not a strong point for this ship. Not a strong point. Have they started to allow us to buy the other ones? No. Why can I not buy this?
Coincide with our brothers and sisters in the
Come on, man.
Tumble Land Systems were responsible for such
Oh, maybe they did.
and versatile.
They did! They finally did it! Let's go, IR.
Secure landing zones in combat operations.
EC and EM. So I'm gonna grab one of these. Ow! $500,000. One of these. Ow! $500,000. And one of these. $500,000. That was expensive. That hurt. That hurt a lot.
For those with loved ones setting off today,
That really, really, really hurt.
stop by our friends and family.
I don't like that. That
Better
hurt.
understand
I am not buying these ones.
in Navy service.
Vanquishers. No, abso-freaking-lutely not. I am not spending that for this. Why is this here? Why is this race point here? Other than look at that. Why?
For centuries, Invictus has been a time for friends and family to come together and celebrate their pillars of duty.
And I will do you guys I will do a little bonus on this stream. We will make a trip over to the Idris P that's on display over here at Area 18. This is the controversial thing that they put out recently. And while I like the idea, I agree that with everybody else, I hate the implementation of it.
Navy small but elite group of vehicle operators.
You should be able to claw back or gain an edge if you put something additional in your ship. But this is not a ship. This is a chip that you put in the ship. This should not be behind a paywall. Don't put it behind a paywall in the first place. Come on now. I don't mind supporting where I can, but that is not okay. But for those who don't understand what they are, these are the precursors to the long-awaited AI blades for turrets. These are flight blades. They are meant and designed to customize and modify the ship's flight characteristics. Greater response, greater roll, increased handling and tight maneuvers, maybe even helping with some inertial dampeners so you take speeds less. Just, it's supposed to give you a slight edge over other ships that don't have it. Now, what I want, and I won't get one until they have put it out for it, I want one for the Polaris. It does take one. There's a slot. I want one for the Polaris because I want to claw back just a little bit of that maneuverability that big ship lost.
Invictus is a celebration of the men and women who are about to ship off to begin their training. Launch Week not only provides opportunities.
I do agree it needed to be nerfed. I will not disagree with CIG on that front. The Polaris was way too maneuverable for a while there. But, giant asterisk, they went a little too far on that nerf. They should dial it back just a little, just like not completely remove that, but roll it back by one notch, maybe two notches about right. 2 notches back should put it right where it should be and allow for what will be arguably the sweet spot. And then, of course, they always have to display the mop or the mop bucket. The mighty mop bucket. There would not be a UEE without the mighty mop bucket on display. Gotta love it. It's in the last one, had to have it in this one. I know other people have been giving poo-poo on it. I am a fan of blue. This is nice. I'm not super thrilled with this yellow, but I mean it's nice. I much prefer this. I'm a very big fan. I like this coloration. She looks absolutely wonderful. I actually like it a lot. I want to get my hands on that armor. Huh? I never saw that before.
The UEE Navy
The progress of the Empire.
Invictus Launch.
Huh?
Though they have created some of the
Interesting.
most iconic and decorated naval ships in
Very
history, their past was draped in shadow.
Ah, the base Urja. This is also a tiny little crew transport, little 4-man squad, or cargo. Either or. around this, come back up. So I mean that's the displays for the event. I don't think they're changing this, so once I've done this, I'm not going to do another walkthrough. I will do an update on the ships that they put up for rental, because, well, that is new, and that I can do on a regular basis. So we'll get a stream that was missed there. The stream here, 17th and 18th. The next stream will be 19th. The next stream after that will be the 21st, 23rd, 25th, and then the final stream at the 26th. Now, CIG, this is a message directly directed to you. I will be putting it in elsewhere as well. I'll be sending a message out to you guys regarding the people that have subscribed and the subscriber week ship, or the week of flight for the ships that are released. I really, really, really hope that when you release it for that week, for all those subscribers, that you release at minimum the P and the M to subscribers. The P and the M should both be released. I would argue the PM and all variants. So PM, T, I, and goddamn. There's 4 variants of the non-M version plus the M. So five variations of the interest should be available to all subscribers. Anybody who subscribes should be able to try out all variants of that ship. I know it's an aftermarket kit, but it makes it an entirely different ship. As such, every single one should be available, and might as well just make all the kits available. So give us the P, give us the M, give us the kits for 1 week. That's it, just 1 week. After which, if we want to keep it, we got to get lucky and buy it. Otherwise, they vanish and everything's back to Corpus. Just for that week. Give us the 2 ships and all the kits. If nothing else, that's a great way to get yourself some more money, because people will go, ooh, and they will buy what they want to buy. If you don't do it, I would arguably say you are violating your thing. When the wording, if not the meaning behind the agreement and the promise that you made to all subscribers. Because it does say every ship should be flyable for a week. That should include all variants. And just because it's a kit doesn't mean it's not a variant. It's still a variant. It's still a different type of ship. It has different characteristics. Therefore, we should get to play with all of them for 1 week. I really hope this gets some traction. I think this goes to the... Where's this going to?
Trap now approaching.
Let's see what I think this is the one I want. I'll just get on here. So we're gonna go to a place I generally don't like to go, but it is where it is, so I gotta go there to show this to you. I did promise that I'd do this for you guys. I will be giving a much more in-depth play around with the interests at a later day. I know some people have already done some of the what will fit and this and the other stuff videos. I'm gonna try to put a little bit of mine out ahead of time, just because I get limited access to some of these ships, so I like to be able to kind of test them all, you know. I do expect to see some variation of some actual real life ads on some of these displays, whether it's inside the tram or outside. Look outside and see a Pepsi logo or something, right? Look at the Pepsi logo. I really want to care. I really want to care. Because this is supposed to still be an offshoot of Earth.
Proud to be the official transportation service provider of the Argo metropolitan network.
Because there is a soul system, we just don't have access to it right now. For whatever reason, they decided to start with Stanton, and then add Pyro. I don't know why, but it's what they chose to do. So, sad, but okay. So here we are. Look up, straight up from this big weird one. Right up that tower. That's where we're going to right up there. Take a look at that. Being a Polaris owner, I like the Polaris. Honestly,
welcome to
that's
Argo
going to be a bit too much for
Area 18's Premier Centre for Business Development. Please consult any of our associates.
That ship
help
is
or
meant to
rental
be run by at least 5 people plus a fighter wing. And ever since I put some planes down on that bugger, she's a true carrier. First and foremost, right out the gate, she is a true
Welcome
space
to Io
carrier.
North Tower, Area 18's Premier Centre for Business Development.
I also was able
Please
to
consult
see
any of
that
our associates
while
for help or
in
rental
combat
opportunities.
maneuvers, something that wasn't shown. While in combat maneuvers, you can be just hovering in the car in the hangar bay, and it won't. The movements of the ship will not cause you to swerve and swing and do weird things.
Welcome to Io North Tower,
You're
Area
rock
18's
steady
Premier
at
Centre
the
for
same
Business
position, no
Development.
matter what the ship is doing. It's not until you leave and the ship does something that it might cause an issue. So it is possible to do combat launches. You just got to go launch in 3, 2, hold steady, 1, launch. And you combat launch out and keep going. The main ship can keep doing its thing. And yes, you wouldn't think it, but a ship like that, to keep its target in focus, actually does need to move around a lot. It needs to go up, down, pitch, roll, yaw, all that stuff, because your target ain't staying still. So to hit it with the main gun, you gotta get them lined up. Love this. You got this. This is a crossover here. I'm gonna kind of dip down. I'm not gonna go through it, but this is a glimpse of the hangar here. Come back up the side of here. So you got your med bay this way. The med bay contains. Here's some. This is for EVA, I believe. Yes, this is an EVA room. med bay here, extra cargo space. Maintenance access does not function right now. Problem I have with this right here, there is no access to this grid. The only way you can put things in here is one SCU boxes. Carrying one SCU boxes into and place it on the grids. So it's not very feasible to use that. It's like a food storage, that's about it. Maybe ammo storage. Not very functional. Now, here's your med bay. You got your person in charge of the meds. You got this is your type, your tier 1 med bed, and then 4 tier 3 med beds with a underling that monitors those beds. Very useful. Very useful. Medical office. Come out this side here. You got a little bit of things here. You got coolant exhaust. Huh, interesting. Cargo again. You kind of got stuck. NPC. Port side crossover. Mess hall. This goes to the captain's quarters. So your captain's quarters are down this way. You got your captain's quarters and your XO quarters. Captains and your XO. One side's for your captain, one side's for your XO. I think this is your XO quarter. Yeah, this is the XO quarters right here. So you got your captain's quarters, your XO, or first officer in these two zones here. You got their own little area. And into here, you've got your locker room. Non-functioning mirror still. Mess hall. What is your briefing? Yeah, briefing. No, this is the control room. Pilot ready room. My bad. So pilot ready room. Huh. Really? I wonder what those are for. Maybe pilot sims? Ah, it's a simulator. Sim pods. These are your simulation pods for your training exercises. For your fighters. So your fighters can stay sharp between deployments. You want to conserve that fuel.
Just in case you skimmed.
And you have
Frontier
the
fighters
use
stole
these.
a fully armed Polaris while in transit to the Invictus.
Go down this here.
Not sure what they got planned for it, whether it's some future op or just to terrorize Stanton. Bottom line,
Ah,
let them get away
okay.
with that ship.
Okay,
Navy's
okay.
cleared us to take it
Exercise
out, so that's what we're
room
gonna do.
here.
This thing's heavy,
This is kind
armed,
of
and dangerous.
your
So I'd
pilots are
recommend
kind of
bringing
getting ready to
friends,
go
breaking out
out
the
there
big ships, or
on the flight
both.
deck.
Let's go hunting.
They chill, wait here in their gym to go out after that pilot simulation stuff. Come down the outstairs here onto the flight deck area here. You got your paths up to the flight deck. This is the path down to your underside turrets, and also to your. This goes down to the Argo hangar here. This is the spot where your maintenance ship is supposed to provide the MPU or UD docks for your ship. The The ship is so insane, it has to have its own dedicated cargo transport devices here. And you come through this little side here, this is part of the engineering, and you go into this little room here. This is the grab ball. This creates the gravity. That's what this is. Don't know why, don't care why, but it's what it does. Click close on this. The door will close up. And now you're in a horror room. The fun house, if you will. Thankfully, there is a ramp right here. There we go. Horror fun room. You open it back up. And let you out. I like that little room. A little derpy to have an entire room dedicated to just that thing. But, it is what it is. I mean, it could, it just keep in mind, you're paying $1,500 war bond, $1,900 otherwise for this ship. That's the price tag for this ship. This is not a cheap ship. It is not for the faint of heart. It is not meant to be run by one person. Let's get that very clear right now. This ship, under no circumstance, is supposed to be run by one guy. It can be captained by one guy. It can be controlled by one guy. But operationally, this ship requires a good-sized crew. You're talking, I believe it's set between 10 and 12 crew minimum. And even then, that's not even remotely close to the number it really actually should have. This ship actually kind of requires more. Now, this right here, this is your flight control. This is the team in charge. Oh, they disabled. Yeah, they disabled the doors. Can't open the doors. Yeah, they disabled it. So, what you've got to do is you'll have at least one guy on this deck. He's sitting at this terminal and he's clicking a button that opens the doors. And he's given the clearance for landing, given the clearance for takeoff. And then you have data being fed to these screens here, telling you location of your fighters, location of the engagement, the enemies on the field, and then whatnot. Basically, kind of keep you appraised of how the space around you is going down. Now you can see on the ground here. I'm going to give you guys a few cues. This is the back end of the ship. This is where you come in. As a pilot, when you are approaching one of these ships, the trick and the means to do this correctly is, because I've done this, I've landed a ship on one of these already. The way you do it is you come in, this right here, this giant thing right here, will be deployed out, and this will be a ramp. There'll be a ramp out the back. The purpose of the ramp normally, when landed, is for you to get on board, get off, and to put vehicles on and off of you. This is, you can load this down with a buttload, a metric buttload of tanks, armored vehicles, all that crap. Put this down, have them roll out the back, and deploy. And just start opening up and laying down fire. But when it's in air operations mode, this will be down. and open. You approach from the rear. You come in, nose up, rear down just a little bit. You come up, you kind of use the ramp to guide you up and into this opening. This barrier here is two things: atmosphere and gravity. So when you cross this, you're then in the ship gravity. You operate under ship's physics, not the outside. So it doesn't matter what the outside's doing. You could be doing barrel rolls. You would never know it in here. You would never know the ship is doing pirouettes and barrel rolls and all sorts of other things. You will never know it because it just doesn't affect you inside here. I know this. I've done it. But yeah, you come in. You don't stay here because the idea is you stay to one side if you can, as far to one side. You go as far forward as you can when you come in, and then you touch down. Same with any other ship. You basically load it from front to back, side to side. Depending on the size of your ship, you can fit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, up to 10 craft or more in here. And you take off out the nose. So basically, you kind of want to leave this spot right here clear if you can. And then when they open that door, this big door here, when they open this, it opens up like a clamshell out front here. You line yourself up. You communicate with the pilot of the ship. Ask clear for launch. You get your clearance. Your shields are up. You do a power burst, meaning you push forward and hit your afterburners. And you just fly straight out it like a bat out of hell. Clear it. Get yourself clear. The next guy is in a position. Lines up, punches it. Next guy is in a position, lines up, punches it. And then you just clear your deck that way. 1, 2, just each one. And as each one does it, you can actually line up more ships. So once second spot gets lined up, like say here, then you'll be able to have one lined up ready here, one lined up ready here, one lined up ready here, and so forth. Clear the space, and you can just boom, 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 boom out the thing. Once you clear the deck, the first one that went out, or the first one that needs to be picked up, maybe from another ship, because they still have full people on board right now. They don't have room. You can take in pilots. Boom, come in, land, restock, repair, refuel, move up, or get ready to launch out and launch out. Just boom, 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 boom. The ship also, besides having all of this runway, you have on the sides here, this is cargo, I believe. All this stuff on the sides is cargo space. Cargo space here, 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 all the way around the ship. Ideally, you don't want the cargo past this lip. This right here. You really don't want to put any cargo out in the space past that lip if you're operating as a combat vehicle. However, if you're using this for other purposes, for example, say you're wanting to do a massive group of people running a huge mining op. You got yourself 4 moles, okay, and a prospector or 2. So you put 2 or 4 of the moles in here. Pack them up inside here. You pile high, as high as you can on all these bays. You pile up bags, empty mole bags, empty mole bags, empty mole bags, all around. All right? All those are empty mole bags. And you go so far and say, you know what? That's not enough. Nah. Now we're going to be out there for a while, okay? We want to be in the asteroid or on the mining location for hours. Okay? You want those 4 moles just going non-stop. So you fill this section here with empty mole bags. You will need three to 4 crew members just for moving bags. 3 to 4 crew members for moving bags. You set up one ramp or one elevator for taking bags down, empty bags going down. And what you do is you clear one area first. You basically got this section here. Clear it of all the empty bags and refill it with full mole bags. So when a mole gets full, it comes back to the ship, lands. Your crew they hit the button to unlock all the ports. You have a pit team with max levs that come out. They already have bags brought up to it. They rush bags up. Pop, pop, pop. Pull the full ones. Set them aside. Put the fresh bags on. Gives the command. Go. Clear out. That group heads off. Those full bags get put on the elevator, sent up, while the other side sends some fresh bags down. You fill up this zone here with all full bags, full of that juicy ore. When this gets full, you continue on. And you do it you fill up, you replace all the empties with full bags all throughout here. All those moles just constantly coming in, going out, coming in, going out, coming in, going out, coming in, going out. Find that stuff, they fill it up, they come back and do some more. If they get a hard one, 2 moles converge, boom, crack it, bring some more. And you just keep the flow running. You run mole after mole after mole after prospector after prospector after mole through. You know, maybe on one side you got prospector bags, on the other side you got mole bags, or just get nothing but mole bags. So even the prospector is running mole bags. You just run one type of bag, mole bags for all. And prospectors, people who have those, they may come in with normal prospector bags. They leave with mole bags because that's what you run with. Just run with one bag. Boom, 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 boom. Pack it up, fill them up. Once every single empty bag has been used, and all the ships are also full of juicy, unrefined ore, then this monstrosity goes to a location, goes to another, meets up with a couple smaller, like either meets up with, say, Ironclad, or meets up with even probably an Ironclad or a Caterpillar. Transfers the bags to the Ironclad, to the Caterpillar, transfers the bags over. Hell, I'm going to test it. I don't think it will, but I'm going to test it. I might be able to fit a Caterpillar in there. I don't think we can, but I want to find out. Even if you can't, you just remember that little bay down below? That bay down below allows you to come in here, collect up some. You use a raft. You bring a raft up. There you go. You have a crew of rafts come through. So all the moles depart when you get to the station. They dock. So all the moles will depart and dock. Or go into the hangars on the station. Then you have a fleet of rafts come in here. You fill this deck with rafts. Probably the size of the deck, raft size, 3 to 4, maybe 5 rafts can fit on here. Maybe more, depending on how wide they are. Put these right, and you just bring the rafts in. As the rafts line up, all the crew that were in the guns and they're doing everything else, they all get called to deck. Crew to the flight deck. Crew to the flight deck. And they load the rafts. Boom, 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 boom. Transferring every bag to the rafts. The rafts take the bags down to the station, where you got a group down there from the moles that had went down, sent their moles down to the hangars and put them away. They all converge on each of the raft hangars as they arrive. So a raft pilot arrives. Everybody on station side converge on this room. Clear it now. Once it's clear, it takes off. That group moves to the next hangar with the next raft. Clears it, moves to the next hangar with the next raft. And those rafts that just got empty come back and get more. You just cycle that till the ship is empty. Once it's empty, send all that stuff to process and collect the goodies. That makes this to be a pretty useful, in given the type of defenses it has, it's a good hostile zone mining ship. Mining or fob base for operating like large mining operations. I would love to own it. I just don't have $1,900 to put to a ship that I can't fly myself. I cannot operate just by myself. I have to have a huge crew. So, no. Nice as it is, and don't get me wrong, I would love to own it. And I do intend, when the time comes and I'm capable of doing it and the resources are there, because this ship can and will fit in an extra large hangar. So that means this can be crafted or built inside of an extra large construction hangar. Does not require a dry dock to build this ship. And guess what makes that extra large hangar or construction hangar? Guess what you need for that? You need one thing, that being the glorious Pioneer. The Pioneer is what makes it possible to build one of these ships in game. Not buy, not acquire, build. Here we go. We'll take a small peek at the brig, and then we'll go up to the bridge. So here's your ship prison. Fairly decent sized ship prison. It's a control room there on the other side. Escape pods and control room. So you come around the side here, the control room. We've got 1, 2, 3, potentially 3 doors. Yeah, it looks like you could have up to 3 doors here. To get into the bridge, to get into that control room. And then you've got your cell block A. With that means there's 2 things of brigs. Huh. You know what? It's not as impressive as the other brigs. The brig on the the brig or prison on the Pioneer, or the Polaris. It has a food pass through. This doesn't have that. Huh. Interesting. But yeah, so go to the bridge, you come up this thing here. To this floor here. What's up on this floor? This goes to turret access. I'm guessing this is also turret access. Yep, that's turret access. So there's 2 turret accesses on this side. Up the stairs. This is that strut on the outside. You see? It goes up to the bridge. Ooh, look at these nice computers. Ooh-wee. All those flight blades, baby. Hello. What you doing after your crafting, huh? See you after. Yeah, man. Back section here, you've got 4 more seats for your remote turrets all throughout the ship. You've got your main elevator. Goes through the center. Bridge access elevator. What is this? That looks like, to me, that looks like the reactor stats. This is like keep track of your reactor. This here, you've got some, I'm not sure what those are, but this showing damage sections and what damage data, more stats. Other stats. There's so many fuses. Good God. This is not active, sadly. We've got another 2 more things back here. I do not know what these ones are for. All those. This is your pilot seat, co-pilot seat, captain seat. Co-pilot. We'll go out over the bridge, over the bow of the ship. If you look to the side here, you can see the things you came up to get in here. Struts, the hull up to the bridge. This is like the bridge. The bridge deck is actually separated from the main ship for the most part. It's semi-suspended. Can I even sit here? No. They've actually disabled all interactivity with this ship, which is sad. Wait, what? What does that say? Radar temp? Huh, that's the only thing functional is radar temp. Why? What? Okay. So the only functional button is radar temp. Whatever. A little known fact about ships that have captain seats, not just normal pilot seats, but actual captain seats. If the owner, from my understanding, this is my understanding of it, if the owner, and only the owner, sits in the captain's seat, the ship gains a buff. Or in the case of this, a carrier like this, I believe the buffs actually extend to craft that are operating off of it. So in AoE around this ship with the craft that operate off of it, gain a buff when this is occupied by the owner of the ship, the proprietor owner of the ship. Otherwise, it's a useless seat and has no purpose. We're going to go down the other side here. Hey. You just know your sister's kind of being a flirt over there, right? Just wanted to let you know. Your sister's a bit of a flirt. Anyways, going down this thing here. Going into this section, you got 2 more turrets. One there, one there. Come down this. Oh, so there are 2 brigs. A block and B block. Interesting. There are indeed 2 brigs on the ship. According to that. Double check here. Oh no, that's the brig. This is the armory on this side, which has its own firing gun range. And here's your armory for your crew to kit up for your. Basically, this is for your Marines, because all carriers are going to want to have a squadron of Marines. If nothing else, one of their primary purposes for a Marine contingent on a ship is security. They provide security for the whole ship and keep unwanted individuals off. And of course, you want your security team to be very, very, very up to date on their firing. So you put yourself a gun range on your ship so they can keep themselves sharp. And the gun range has there we go. It has its own armory of guns and this facilities and space to clean and maintain and do what they need to do with those guns. Rifles and pistols. There's more rifles and pistols out here. Got to keep them security forces trained, you know. There's more escape pods all throughout. Briefing room. Okay, let's go take a visit to the briefing room. I don't think I have done that yet. Just come around the side here. And here you go. Can't be a big commanding ship without a epic, and I do mean epic, briefing room. With not just the projector screen thing, but a full-on holographic command info space. Now, in most cases, this is where your pilots, some of your crew will meet, or your different shifts, because this is not enough for the entire crew. I can even tell you, this is not enough seats for the entire crew. So this is where you probably the shift, command shift will come in, their XO will come in, give you your briefing, the hologram behind, tell them what they're going into, send them off on their way. Then the pilots come in for their briefing, their specific briefing. The Marines come in for their specific briefing. Because each side doesn't need, if you hear what the other side's briefings are, it's not relevant. Don't give a briefing to a pilot that's for the security contingent on board. They don't need to know that. Their focus is entirely on their combat, their mission parameters that they're focused on when they go out. Engine room. Right. Engine room. Is this it? No, this is the elevator to the bridge. It's weird. It says elevator. That's a bridge. Should be elevator to the bridge. Ah, engine room. Here we are. So this is the room to the reactor. I don't know why it calls it the engine room. It's not. It's the reactor room. Ooh, look at the scanning system. I've seen that before. That's kind of cool. This is the yes. You don't remember that image we saw on this on the bridge? That's what that is. You can see the different blocks in there. So if one of those things are having a problem, the bridge will know about it and they can react. Ooh, there. That's new. That's new. This is new. Normally that says not released or engineering not released. Yeah, it shows this. Normally this is what you see. Engineering terminal coming soon. But that showed something different. Hello. But yes, this one and this reactor 1 and reactor 2. Obviously this thing is a monster ship. It needs a lot of power. That's all this room does is provide power. So it really should not be called the engine room because it's not. This is the reactor or the power plant of the ship, the heart, beating heart of the ship. It is not the bloody engine room. I wish they would change that. It's engineering. If you wanted to call it engineering, fine. But it's not the engine room. Ugh. I know people are going to say, it's semantics. No, it's not semantics. And if you think if you have any your separate opinions, feel free to leave them in the comments. It's always, I mean, everybody's going to have their separate comments, and I always welcome them. So please, by all means, got a thought on it, leave it in the comments for me. Feedback is always welcome. So, no, that's not what I'm looking for. I think the exit's on this other side here. Captain's quarters. Okay, yes, okay. Docking collar out. There we go. Exit. So yeah, that's the monstrous Idris. Little quickie tour. And a little bit of description of one of the possible use cases. You can also do the same thing when it comes to salvage. Have the different salvage ships lined up inside there. Have them go out. Keep spare. Or have them do their thing, fill up, come back in. Crew opens up the back, clears it out, gives the pilot the green light to take off again. Those boxes are then taken and moved to a facility to once all the boxes have been offloaded from the ship that they came off of, they're transported to the elevator until the upper room's filled. Hell, you can even carry those small one SCUs up to the extra cargo space and squeeze them in there.
Please consult any of our associates for help or rental opportunities.
Store them up in that space. Squeeze every little bit out. I believe the SU storage of the book value SCU storage of the Icarus.
Welcome to
It's
Argo North
1300
Tower,
and some change.
Area 18's premier centre for business development.
The majority
Please
of
consult
that
any
is
of our associates for help or rental opportunity.
the flight deck storage, 1,000 SCU. The elevator storage that goes up those two sides, on either side of the flight deck. That's 300 SCU up in there. And then I think the other space has like 80 SCU or something like that. I don't know exactly remember. But that's basically what you're looking at. So I mean, it's not a slouch.
Waiting passengers should be
It's
mindful.
nothing to sneeze at. And
Strong winds
that's
can arise.
the Blue Book rated. Now, if you were to sacrifice, not advising it, but if you were to sacrifice the flight capabilities and the flight purpose of that ship, and you wanted to use it exclusively for taking on and packing as much cargo, you wanted to take everyone, get every single SCU worth of cargo you could,
Stand clear of the doors.
it is arguable that you could probably do between 4,000 and 8,000 SCU. If you stack it, it might get a little hairy, especially after the second or third layer of 32X boxes. Because if you took one entire side of the ship and you dedicated it entirely to 32X boxes, you could stack them front to back, bottom to top, probably 4 to 8
Now
rows
arriving.
tall, and front to back, ridiculous numbers. Yeah, I could easily see that the scan 8,000 SCUs stowed on Icarus. That's one of the things I intend to test. I tend to meet up with my contact that has access to those missions, if they still have them, and offer, say, hey dude, I want to test something. The game, I want to take this Icarus out, and I want to pack it. I want to load it down. I want to see just how much SCU we can squeeze into one monster ship. I want to break my record for the most SCU stowed
Their job is your safety.
in a single ship outside of its rated capacity. Just think, up to eightfold more cargo from that beast. That's just nuts.
Your personal belongings are your personal responsibility. Monitor your luggage at all times.
I think it can do it. I firmly believe it can do it. How do I read a ship out of KM? Why am I reading a ship? I shouldn't have anything out at 1414. I think I need to go take a flight and find out what's out there. Alright, so this is an extra large hangar, so everything I own should be listed here.
Welcome to the
Owned,
ASOP Vehicle
loaned,
Retrieval
or,
System.
or rented, or have access to should be listed here. The Titan, that's something new. Courier Titan. I've got it. My Arrow I always have. My Percy's Rescue I bought in game. The Super Hornet Mark 1 I got in game, I think. Or it might be a loaner. Argo Atlas I bought in game. Argo Atlas Geo I purchased but I want to have it. Got it off of my part of what I got when it melted down my Zeus. Argo Mole, which is going to become my Ironclad when the time comes. This will become my Ironclad. Argo MPV Cargo, which I bought in game. MPV Personnel. Oh, wait, this is the one this particular one. Yeah, sorry, this is the one I got in game. This is the one I rented. SRV, rented. Hover Quad, bought in game. Nomad, I think I got that in game. Crusader Intrepid, this is something I actually need to potentially melt down. This is a loaner. Vultures I bought in game. This I got because of I think I got this because of the subscribing. This I bought in game. This I got outside, part of my pack. Merlin's part of my pack. Halsey I bought in game. Prospector, I don't know where that came from. Pulse was from something else. These are both the rentals. This is from the month, the subscriber month thing. Got the LN rental, and then I got the MR. I got in game, I think. Constellation, what I just rented, and the one I have sitting someplace. Phoenix, Taurus, Lynx, the one I bought in game. Mantis, Polaris, Scorpius, Urza Medevac, the Nova Tank, and the other thing. You know what? I want to fly this. See what the heck that is out there.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location. Please visit it
Right.
again.
That's cool.
Goodbye.
I have not want to buy this again at some point because it is a parody ship. It is indeed a parody ship. I think I like the view on this better, the cockpit view on this one better than the Andromeda. Never had this stuff. And you got the snub. This is a different type of snub on this one. It does have a snub. It's got a slightly smaller cargo space. It's a lot more compact. So when you come back, normally when you come back, you come immediately through here, you're there at the cargo space. You don't have like direct access to cargo from there. To get to cargo, you actually have to go all the way around through here and down this to get to cargo. This is how you get to cargo. It's so weird. So this is it deployed, and when you bring it up, this is the amount of space you have. A lot less headroom here. A lot less cargo room overall. Because you've got that huge, arguably very, very nice area for people. See, you got a little jacuzzi. Oh, it's actually got water in it. I'm in the jacuzzi, people. Let's go. You sit down? Nope, it doesn't allow you to sit down right now. But you can splash. You can splash around in the jacuzzi. Get all nice and jacuzzied up, you know. Chill out, chillax. Go through here. This is the engineering-ish room. You got your stuff space. Close it up, and you got this nice little spot you can look out and watch things go by, look at the nebula, enjoy the gorgeous gorgeous panoramic views, huge freaking skylight, lots of seating, beautiful TVs. Can't wait till they allow us to play whatever the hell we want on these things. Got 2 cabins on each side for your guests. These are guest cabins. One there, one here. I think there's one here. This is the main one. This is the cabin. This is the best cabin, arguably. It even has one-way glass, or pretty much frosted one-way glass. Kind of see inside of it, but you can fully see outside of it. Come in here, close the door, do some nookie, a little bit of fun. Now, evidently, by the way, this has a PDC. This ship actually has PDCs. Unlike the other constellations, this one actually has a PDC on it. So if you get this sprucey nice sheet, go in third person view.
Welcome to Roman Space Industries. Enjoy the ride.
Opening.
System check.
Got one slot behind.
Engines on.
Third person view. Now, if you see it on the back tail, right there, that's a PDC in the back tail. Can't tell if there's any others. Think so. There's at the top, right at the top of the tail, there's a PDC. It's only got one, but it has a PDC. So there's no other ship other than the big boys gets as far as PDC. It just has a PDC for whatever reason. ahead and put power shields and then power to weapon systems. Let's see here a second. Can I squeeze any? Oh, yes, I can. There. That will allow me to squeeze 2 more pips in the engine with the shields up. If we go and turn the shields off.
Shields off.
All power to the engines. Heat back.
Shields off.
Beautiful.
Landing complete. Engines off.
Excellent point, Chess. Can I color this? White is nice. Can I color this? Because I do have another skin for the Constellation class. So that makes me think I might actually be able to lively this thing up a
Welcome
bit.
to the ASOC vehicle retrieval
Make it a
system.
little more stealthy.
Your vehicle has
Yeah.
been restored.
So the Constellation Andromeda has a 96 SC of storage. You lose 16 SC, so basically the entire third SC, third high SC row of cargo space gone. Or it's because it's short. One of the two, but it's losing. Just losing.
Please visit us again.
We'll see this
Goodbye.
works. Now I gotta remember to take this off before the thing ends, before the thing expires. But I got 2 days for it. So. Go here, vehicles, ships. Scroll down. Why is it? Is it because it's a rental? Is it locked because it's a rental? It might be. Yeah. The rentals are locked. You can't modify a rental. Darn.
Welcome
I was hoping
to
to
the
paint
ASOC
rentals
vehicle
for
retrieval
a
system.
short bit, but it won't let me do that. I'm sad. I really, really wanted to paint the rental.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the. Please visit us again.
But you can't get everything we want. No, you can't get everything we want. I'm going to do is I'm going to get on board here. Here they call it. I'm going to probably close this down. And I'll open another stream and have that going for everybody after the fact. I'm not trying to not have too many streams running simultaneously.
Thanks for the assist. Hopefully you're up to speed with the mission specifics, but just in case you skipped.
None
Frontier
too
fighter
long.
stole a fully armed Polaris.
Trying to keep you
while
guys in
transiting
mind
the
that
Invictus
maybe,
ceremony.
just maybe, not
Sure
to
what
keep
they
it too
got
long.
planned
But
for it,
2 hour mark
future
already.
op or just
Yeah,
to
I'm gonna
terrorize
go ahead and
Stanton.
close this
Bottom
stream
line,
out
we
here
can't let
for
them
my
get away
Invictus
with that ship.
week,
Navy's cleared us to take it out, so that's what we're gonna do.
display down.
This thing's heavy,
Move into the
armed,
next
and
stage.
dangerous.
We'll do this will
So
be
I'd
the
recommend bringing friends, breaking out the
Phoenix
big ships,
follow-up
or
stream
both.
after this.
Let's go
Signing out on
hunting.
this one. We'll be seeing you in a moment.